What is going on? I have two of the most badass knives that you will probably ever see. I have two different versions of the Heretic Hydra, and yes, these are single action OTF knives. In case you were wondering, what makes these single action OTF is they deploy automatically, but to retract the blade, you have to press the button and then pull this lever back to recharge it manually. So that's what makes it a single action. Now a double action OTF would be something like this Microtech Ultratech here, where the blade is deployed automatically via the switch here, and the blade is also retracted automatically with the switch. So yes, like I said, I have two different versions. This version here has the black wash, acid wash Tanto blade, which is in LMAX steel. And from the looks of it, the blade has a hollow grind, which is completely badass, which I think is very smart for Heretic to do that with their Tanto blade, which makes like a Tanto blade, which is originally more for self-defense. It makes the Tanto more versatile for self-defense and also for some EDC as well. It makes it a little more slicey and useful for other things. But yes, LMAX blade. The scale here is natural G10. The other scale is aluminum. We have the typical Heretic pocket clip, which is not the best design pocket clip, but it works alright. That's one complaint I have about most Heretic knives, is the pocket clips is just this, like these steel ball things are kind of not the best. You kind of have to use two hands to get it in and out of your pocket. It would be better if it had more of like a ramped design, to be honest, but... Then on the charging handle, it just says Heretic Knives, Hydra, and then it has a serial number with the Heretic logo. Super badass. And then yes, this version has the single edge, also a hollow grind, but this blade is actually in the MagnaCut steel, and it's got like the black wash finish, it looks like, or the black wash or acid wash finish. Something cool about both of these blades, they both have these very cool, like, unique ridges on the spine of the blade, which they kind of act as jimping for choking up a little bit. You don't really see ridges like that too often, which I think is cool. And the scales on this one, just black aluminum all around. And the charging handle on this one is the same. Well, it's a little different, but it does also have the serial number as well as the Heretic logo, and it just says USA. Heretic knives are made in the USA, by the way. Now, neither of these are mine. They were lent to me by my friend Corey. He runs a group on Facebook called Knives in Trees. It's a buy-sell trade knife group. He posts ads on a weekly basis with hundreds of amazing quality used knives for sale. So if you want to get some knives for like good quality pocket knives for used prices, that's the place to go. I'll put the link to the group in the description of this video. So you can get these knives new on DLT Trading for anywhere from $400 to $600. I couldn't find the LMAX version on DLT Trading, which is this one, but I did find like the MagnaCut versions did range from like $450 to $650. And that's all different sorts of versions, like with different blade shapes, like Tanto, single edge, different finishes, different scale options. There's quite a few different options, which go check them out on DLT Trading if you're interested. Or you can buy one of these from the Knives and Trees group I was just talking about. Both of these I think are for sale for around $400, which I think is a pretty good deal. These are both in very good condition. The only thing that looks to be like worn on this one at least is kind of like a little bit of wear on the blade there, and then a little bit of wear from the button guard on there. But now I don't know if you have ever deployed one of these Heretic Hydras, by the way, but or just a single action OTF knife in general. Now this thing is very similar in design to the Microtech Halo, which those are extremely rare and hard to get, but these are readily available on the market for significantly less of a price, and I feel are just as badass. Like, these things fire with so much like power. Super solid. You can probably deploy this thing 1,000 times with no issues, or more than that. It's probably made to be deployed thousands of times, but it's just so aggressive. It's like, if you don't have a good solid grip on it, it's gonna fly. It could fly out of your hands. Whereas like the double action is quite a bit weaker feeling. Like, definitely snaps out to the point where it needs to, like, but if you held this up to like paper, the blade would stop for sure. Or even like the blade would definitely stop up against flesh. But I'm wondering how it would work with like the single action, because the spring is definitely more strong. Not gonna test it because these are not mine, but just a thought. And this one is just as powerful. Like, holy crap. Something interesting though about Heretic knives, if you didn't know, Heretic, the owner of Heretic, is the son of the owner of Microtech. So that's why these look so similar to the Microtech Halos, I think. And they do share a lot of the similar like designs, and well, you can definitely tell just by both of the companies' quality in their like production. The fit and finish on their production knives is usually top notch. Like Microtech and as well as Heretic, they both have amazing quality control compared to most knife companies out there. But let me know what you think about these completely badass OTF knives from Heretic. Would you carry one of these? I think I would, to be honest. Like, probably the most badass OTF knives I've ever seen, or at least handled at least. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my future knife review content, and peace.